Welcome back to Firefighter Foundations, a short video series that explores the basics of firefighting. Today, we are going to look at victim drags. With the crew from Engine 51B, we have firefighter Phoenix Humes and Austin Thorsness. They are going to help us with victim drags.
So for this first scenario, kind of just talking about maybe my partner and I, Phoenix here, we're going in behind a hose line, just trying to do like a search of the building or structure that we're in, and for whatever reason he goes down, he has some sort of emergency. There's a problem, but basically he's down, so he's kind of an exercise. So kind of what I wanted to convey in this is like, let's let common sense prevail. Like, I know that my exit was behind us and we came basically straight down the hallway. Let's not waste time with trying to get webbing on him, trying to utilize different tools. If I know that it's just a straight pull, like let's just hit him and go. So for that, he's already got his BA on, he's down, he's unresponsive, something's wrong. We'll just come behind him. We'll basically just use what he's got, right? He has his BA straps, I can come behind him. I know it's a straight shot back, I can come here and pull. If it's low visibility and I can't see, I can kind of stay a little like this and pull on his strap. If I need to get more, I can get my arm under his BA, drag him like this to our exit point. So that's our point. And this scenario is like, it's just a quick grab and go. Like something is wrong, we need to get him out of the building, he needs to be seen, or they need to be seen. So for this drag, we'll simulate that we're farther into a structure, but we have some obstacles. And then I'm gonna need some webbing to help me get him out. So we'll have Phoenix lay down. So this technique, it's called the 7, I've heard it called an L. Call it whatever you want, but basically we're gonna pull our webbing out. I have mine tied in a loop with a water knot. I'll put my hand through it so I don't lose contact with it if we're in low visibility conditions. I'm just gonna roll it out. So it's out. Again, my other hand, I'm gonna come through so I'm always having at least one point of contact with it. We're gonna capture their leg, turn it up to their groin. I'm gonna run my webbing up so I have it here. And then at this point, we're just gonna kind of put his arm over. We're gonna run this up and make a fist right in his armpit. Now with the extra webbing that we have, we're just gonna drape it across his body, like so. I'm gonna switch hands. I still keep that fist right where it's at, keeping tension on the groin so I don't lose it. I'm gonna sit him up. Then from here, I'm gonna find my webbing and come under this arm. And then Phoenix, you can lift your arm so you can see where it's capturing. So it's got his chest, and I've got one leg captured just like this. And then I have basically reins. And with a longer piece of webbing, you can adjust it however you want. And I have my knot right here in this hand so I don't lose it. So at this point, I'll just give my hand a wrap, get it to where I want it to be, and then just go limp again. All right, so here, you're in a good position, almost squatting. You can lift up and drag it. Now, unlike the other drag, this one, you don't have his whole back making contact with the ground. It's just his legs and his bottom. So it's less resistance for us when we're pulling him out. And because I have two hands on it, manipulate him how I want. I come here, say this is a hallway. I can make a sharp turn, his legs are gonna follow. Another hallway, make a sharp turn, his legs are gonna follow. I can get him out of the building. If there's too much resistance, you can get a tighter grip, get a higher lift, and walk out with a cylinder. You turn what you want. So it's right there between your legs, so you kind of got something to keep your footing with. So the previous two we covered were for firefighter drags when it gets down, when it gets injured. This one will be for, say we find a victim in a home who's incapacitated due to smoke inhalation or whatever. So again, we'll grab our webbing. Out. Again, put one hand through so we don't lose contact with it. Unwrap it. So here what we're going to do is we're going to capture one arm, come across, capture the other arm. Now, as you can see, I have one loop right here in front of him, one loop behind him. And what we're going to do is we're going to switch these two loops. Just like this. Pull tight. Oops, sorry, Rob. Kind of lift his head up so it goes back there. So the benefit of this is that the pinch points from your webbing are in the shoulder. So say your victim is semi-conscious, but they're just a little bit larger, a little bit harder to get out, or unable to walk. The pinch points are on the shoulder, so it's not going to be getting them in the armpit, it's not going to be getting them on the chest, and it's not going to wrap up around the neck. I have nothing coming across their throat. So what's nice about this technique is that I can sit them up from here and readjust it if need be. It's a little high. There we go. So now it's in the back. So now, trying to lay down. You can lay down. So now I have this easy point to drag. What's also nice is if I have a partner, take that side, I can take this side and split the load. So it's easier. Or if we get into a hallway where it's really narrow, partner can take his piece of webbing. You can just attach it to the end of this, make it a little bit shorter. There we go. So now we can stay all in line with each other down a narrow hallway, and we're still sharing the load, so it's less work for both of us. And does that pinch you at all? Yeah. So it's a little bit easier to get a victim out. Maybe someone who's larger, someone who's not able to walk. Again, it's all going to be system permitting.
As you can see, there's 3 quick techniques that you can use to extricate a victim or a firefighter. I hope this video encourages you to go out and train with your crew and discuss different ways you can extricate a victim or a firefighter.